Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Return coming here from the 12. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Straight to the air here. It's Young. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
45, wide.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. He takes it down to the 33. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Panthers first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ready.
They've got a man in motion.
30, ready.
1st down, Young. Is running back hauling in deep right. That one hits for 30. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Brooks has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Here we go. Set. Set.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Ready?
Takes the second down snap. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Ready. Set.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Got it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go. Set. Huh?
Throwing from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Down.
3rd and long for him here. With right, and that's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here comes Reed. Good work so far. He's got room. He's at the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Ready?
Going play action. Young. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
On second down, it's Brooks. His foray up the middle, that's about 3. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Come on, set.
On third down, it's Young. Has it downfield, working the left. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Brooks on the counter. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Now Young. He'll set up the screen. Brooks. Another big rip for him. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Panthers first down.
Here we go.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
ETN runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their early lead to 13. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Set, hut.
Back to work they go after the interception. And after the pick six, it's another interception. Trevin Wallace has it. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts, Tom Moore, Peyton, play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Here we go. Slice blue. Black, 95. Set.
To the air on first down, Young. And this one is launched downfield. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You know, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
This game, Kate, that's his domain. And he is prepared to reign over it with an iron fist. Not going to give his assignment any space and playing tight man-to-man coverage. He knocks it away.
This, our last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Set. Set.
They'll throw on second and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this.
On the double.
Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They are throwing it again. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short blocks. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that can be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Ready.
3rd down give to Robinson. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Trying to throw this from the gun. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game.
Falcons 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Ready?
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Down. Ready?
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow, lining. Set, go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. Hits it through the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Falcon first down.
26-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ready, set.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut.
Working inside the red zone. High out wide. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready, go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hut. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Okay, ready?
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
50, green. You, yellow. Ready?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Drops this one underneath. Brooks. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. From the gun, and give to Brooks. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. First down, and they go right back to it. He's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm even good or bad.
First and 10 from the 43.
43, here we go. Blue, ready?
Here's Young to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On second and 10, Young dumps it off to his running back. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. Now it's Xavier Watts getting in there defensively.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down.
Red, 38. Ready.
Throw here, third down. He rolls to his right. Got the man over the middle. This is Sanders. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready up.
Would have been about a 50-yard attempt on the field goal. The offense staying out there to go for this.
Go blue. Let's go. 60 red.
Fourth down, Young throwing. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Completed to his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Okay, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ready, set.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll air it out on third. Passes man, it's caught by Andrews. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Ready, ready. Set.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Watch out now.
Brings up second and 5.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Starting from the 5. He's going well so far. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Starting the half with Robinson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
10 black. Cut.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after him.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Set.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
Panthers 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Set up the screen, Brooks. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it, expect expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
On third down, it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it.
Ready. Black, 95.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
To throw here on first down. Looking right, and he finds it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Setting up to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
Set, hut. 33, yellow. Hut.
On the draw, this is Brooks. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Here we go, here we go.
Running back sent in motion.
60 red, 60 red. Set.
Young working from the gun. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. All set now, first and 10.
Down. 52 blows. Strike. Check, strike.
First down, Panthers.
Ready.
Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
32.
We send a man in motion.
Check, hut.
Out of the gun, Young. Finds him on the slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. It's in close. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. Things going well so far. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Set, ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Defender runs wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on these stud tight ends, that's big time.
That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
They'll work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Dumps it off to Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready.
Sticking to the air here. Here comes a screen, Algier. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Team touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. Maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Brooks. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
It's kind of the yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him an out to pick up the first down.
First down.
Blue check.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we opposite. Ready.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Set. Ready.
Design quarterback run here. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Headed out right. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hold this one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Connects on the crosser. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First down, Panthers.
Okay, right. Check right. Here we go. Set.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
15 more yards. That's another Panthers
Right.
first down.
Here's Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers get some all-important insurance. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown.
For the extra point.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers roll their lead to 8.
42. Falcons 34. Ryan Fitzgerald.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And look to throw it. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Come on. Set.
Running once more with Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Looking to throw. Finds Sanders. And this one does not go far. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Carolina in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls
They
incomplete.
connect on the deep shot. The 30. The 10. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives him a shot now to force overtime. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie. For now, at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Ready.
Young throwing here. Completed to his running back. Still going inside the 35. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game. You
could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the planet from 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
So it's the